All right, going to give some first impressions, sort of a informal review on an AR-10 rifle. It's from Palmetto State Armory. It's their PSA Gen 3 18-inch mid-length 308 with a 1 10-inch twist stainless steel barrel and 15-inch lightweight M-Lok handguard, as shown here. All right, that's from their website. So some general specifications on this. As mentioned, the barrel length is 18-inch. It's 416R stainless steel, A2 style barrel profile in 308 Winchester, 1 in 10 twist. It's got M4 feed ramps, mid-length gas system, 5-position adjustable gas block, meaning it clicks 5 positions for 1 rotation. All right, I'm going to come back to that later. Upper and lower receiver is a forged 7075 T6 aluminum. It's a flat top, no sights are included. Hard coat anodized top and bottom receiver. Bottom receiver is also 7075 aluminum. Bolt carrier group standard AR-10. It's a Toolcraft PA-10. The handguard is a 15-inch. I'll come back to the model on that when I find it. Stock is a Magpul STR. Now they call this an A2 overmolded grip, but you can see from this back part here that extends your finger from the trigger. It is not standard A2, but it is overmolded, and it comes with a standard 20 round PMag, which is an SR25 compatible PMag. Let's see. Some other things, other features they have from their website is it has a higher compatibility with 308 bolt carrier groups than previous PSA AR-10s. This is a Gen 3. The castle nut is staked in 2 places. Let's see. They say it has extra power extractor springs. The gas tube is black nitride. All right, so that's the basic information from their website. One other thing, kind of important, is the trigger. It's a Geissle super semi-automatic, enhanced trigger. Total pull weight is 3.5 pounds. It's a 2-stage trigger. First stage is 2.3, second stage is 1.2. That's from the website. When I pulled it on a trigger pull gauge, it was at 3 1/4, and it feels about 3 pounds to me. Pin sizes are mil-spec. Right, so just go over a few things. Now, obviously, I did add a few things to this rifle. It didn't come equipped as shown. We added an M-Lok Picatinny rail and a Harris Picatinny mount bench rest bipod. That's tilt adjustable. We have a Leupold long range tactical 3.5 to 10 scope. It has custom turrets engraved by Leupold for M118 LR military surplus ammunition. The scope mount is a 1-piece scope mount from, I can't think of it right now. Excellent scope mount. I can just think of who makes it. I'll come back to that in a moment. I'm sure I'll think of it. But let's get on to the overall impressions. One other change I made is I changed out the buffer spring for a JP flat spring. It sounds like any other AR-15 when you shoot it. You hear the spring twang when you fire it. The JP just kind of helps with that. All right, so we sighted in with a couple of different types of ammunition. Show you some of our test groups here. These are just sighting groups, so nothing too exciting here. All right, first test group, sighting in. We have M118 LR. It's a 1 3/4 inch group. Next test group was Federal Gold Medal Match 76251, 175 grain Sierra Match King, 1-inch group. Next was Federal Gold Medal 168 grain Sierra Boat Tail Hollow Point. It's a 1.625 or 1 5/8 inch group. And then Another federal gold medal match, 7.62 by 51, 175 grain Sierra Match King at 1.625. Now these groups are pretty good for a semi-automatic rifle, but they're not that impressive. And when you're switching from one ammo type to the next, they were shot in this order: A, B, C, and D. A lot of times you need to fire a fouling shot. A lot of rifles don't like when you switch ammo types. It takes 1 or 2 shots of the next ammo type before it kind of settles down. So following groups were shot with all the same ammunition type, starting from A, B, C, D. This was a federal gold medal match, 7.62 by 51, 175 grain Sierra Match King. Our first group was a 5/8 inch group. Next group was a 1 3/16 inch group, followed by a 1 3/8 inch group, followed by a 3/8 inch group. This gave us an average of 0.88 for 4 3-shot groups. All right, next group, and these are in no particular order, we had was a federal gold medal match, 308 Winchester, 168 grain Sierra Match King. First group was 1 5/8, followed by a 7/8, followed by a 3/16, followed by a 1/2. This gave us an average group of 0.79 inches. Now that's pretty good for a semi-automatic AR-10 so far. Let's take a look at our last one. It was all M118 LR, military 7.62 by 51 surplus ammo. First group was a 1 5/16. Next group was 0.44. Next group, add an inch to that, 1.44. And last group was a 0.88. This gave us a 1.02 inch average for those 4 3-shot groups. Now if you average out all of those, that comes to a 0.9 inch average for 3 different types of ammunition, for a total of 12 different 3-shot groups, a 0.9 inch average. That is exceptionally good in my experience for an AR-10 type rifle. Now considering the PSA comes in right now at around $1,200, that's very inexpensive. That's at the bottom end for an AR-10. The scope on this rifle is more expensive than the rifle is itself. All right, and that reminds me, the mount that I forgot about. This is a Badger Ordnance 30 millimeter unimount with a 20 MOA angle built into it. I'm very impressed with the Badger Ordnance mounts. That's all I get from now on, right? But you know, they are a little bit expensive. So you know, the scope and the mount on this rifle is substantially more expensive than the rifle. It did not come equipped with a muzzle brake. This is a dead air muzzle brake. It is a key mod to mount mountable dead air suppressors. One thing I would say about this gun when I first took it out to shoot it is the recoil impulse on it was probably the worst I've ever had on any 308. The rifle is very light. I'm not sure what the exact weight is on it, but I would say naked it comes in around 8 pounds, which is very, very light for an AR-10. As equipped, we're probably sitting at around 10.5, maybe 11 pounds, right? It's a very heavy scope, about 26 ounces, I would say, with the mount. So to tame the recoil, we added the muzzle brake. And then on the gas block, I had to turn this in to cut off the gas about, I would say about 15 clicks before we got to a point where the bolt was not locking back on an empty mag. And then I backed it off to where we ended up with about 10 clicks, closing it up 10 clicks from the factory settings. As it came, it was pretty much overgassed. Combined with its light weight, it had a pretty nasty kick to it. Now, it's manageable. You don't really move off your target by very much at 10 power and 100 yards. So it's about like what an AR-10 should feel like, I would say, now that it's been properly adjusted. Comparison to previous rifles I've had, I had an SR-25 Knights Armament. That was about a $5,000 rifle. I paid less than that for it, but yeah, brand new. They sell for around that. The one that I had, which had about a 20-inch barrel, and it was substantially heavier, mainly due to the handguard having the Picatinny on 4 sides instead of just across the top. That adds quite a bit of weight. So I mean, that might have been why it recoiled a little bit lighter. It did not have an adjustable gas block. It did have ambidextrous safety, an ambidextrous safety on it. This one does not, and I'm fine with that. All the controls are pretty much standard AR-10. Nothing on it is ambidextrous, which is just fine by me being a right-handed shooter. So in closing, I would say that for the price I paid for the results that I'm getting, it was a very good purchase. I would have no problem recommending this. But that said, of course, with any rifle you get, everyone is going to have the barrel nut torqued just slightly differently to line up with the next, hole for the gas tube to line up. So there's going to be a little bit of a lottery game as far as the accuracy comes in. Changing your muzzle device, right, is going to affect that. This shot 1/2 to 3/4 MOA on a previous outing with the standard A2 flash hider. That was also with a different type of ammo. So until I take it back out and shoot it again with that same ammo, I won't be able to say that adding this muzzle brake either degraded or improved accuracy. I'll have to test it with that other ammo, which was Federal Gold Medal 308 175 grain Match King. So that's pretty much it. That concludes my thoughts on the PSA AR-10. If you can find one and you can get it, I would recommend it. Okay, top left group is M118LR, about 2 MOA. Top right group is Federal Gold Medal Match 76251. It's about 3/4 MOA. Bottom left group is Gold Medal Match 168 308. It's about 1.1 MOA. That's the Gold Medal Match. That is about 1.5. Bottom left target, Sierra Match King 175 762 by 51. Top left group is about 1/2 of an MOA. Top right group is about 1 MOA. Bottom left group is about 1.5 MOA. Bottom right group is less than 1/2 of an MOA. Actually about 1/3 of an MOA. Top right target, Sierra Gold Medal Match 168 grain. Shot from ABCD. First group was about 1 3/4 to 2 MOA. Second group is about 3/4 MOA. Third group is approximately 0.15 MOA. Fourth group is approximately 0.4 to 0.5 MOA. M118LR, bottom right target from ABCD. A was about 1 1/4 MOA. B about 6/10, 1/2 of an MOA. C about 1.5 MOA, and D about 1 MOA. Not bad overall for all the ammo tried out.